Hi, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to blur out a part of your video. So for example, here I have a little test paper and I don't want a certain section to be shown. So if I write maybe the surname of someone, and there I've put the surname and there's a mark, and now you don't want to show that because it's private information. Maybe it's something like this. Maybe you're showing a product and you don't want the viewers to see the serial number and you want to blur that out. All right, so these are the steps you follow. Right, so here I have the Vegas Pro interface open, and there is my little preview window, and I'm going to make that a bit bigger. Now, I'm going to reduce the audio here because we're not interested in the audio. What we're trying to do is blur the video. So the first step you want to do is insert a video track. Can you see that I just right-clicked in the video area here on the left hand side and I said insert video track, and here I've got a blank space here waiting for me to have a video track. Now all I do is I say copy. So I'm copying that same video track and I'm going to say paste. So can you see that it's duplicated that? There's the original one and here is the new one. So I'm just going to reduce the size of the copy. Now, there you go. So basically, I've duplicated these video tracks. Now, keeping in mind, we don't need the audio, so I'm just going to ungroup. You see, it says a group, and I say remove from. So I'm separating the audio from the video. Remember that we are just going to be working with the video. So I'm going to remove this audio. This audio track here is an exact duplicate of this audio track here. So I'm just going to remove that. All right. So basically, what I've got here is the video and the same video again. So I've duplicated it. Right now I don't need this audio track, so I'm just going to remove it. Okay, so there we go. A exact duplicate of the video track. Now I'm just going to reduce the audio. You don't have to do this. I'm just reducing it because I don't want to hear myself speaking at the same time while I'm recording the video. All right, so now what you've effectively got is two of the same video tracks. So now how do you do the blurring? Okay, now that's quite easy. All you got to do is go to your FX section here, click on it, and it's going to bring up your plugins. And then what you're going to do is you're going to say add noise. So there's the add noise option. I say okay. Now it brings up this other window asking you where do you want the noise and how much noise. So can you see what's happened there? Look, it's giving you a preview of the noise, but keeping in mind we don't want to blur the entire screen out. We just want to blur a small section. So what you'll do is you'll crop where the noise must be. Now I'm going to show you that in a second. What I want to do is I just want to show you about the noise settings. Can you see that as I increase the noise, you see a noise level, it gets more and more noisier, and if I reduce it, it's less. Now obviously you want to blur it out completely, so my advice is put this noise level pretty high. I mean, you could put it at say 95%. Then the next thing is Gaussian noise is actually it's actually a stronger format. So you can see, look at that mess now. So if I reduce it, you can see that when you say add Gaussian, it actually makes it more aggressive. So that's up to you in terms of the amount of noise and the effect you want to get. If it's too harsh, it might detract from the other parts of your video. So I'll show you a few options. So let's first do the normal one without the Gaussian. I'm just going to increase this quite a bit. And you might even see the name still coming through. All right, now that's done. You've chosen your noise. Now you want to crop it. Why? Because we don't want the noise across the entire video. We just want to have a section of the noise. Where do we want to blur? We want to blur the part where it said surname. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for this at the bottom left here, and it says mask. So can you see there? I've now ticked the mask section. Now what you want to do is select the area you want to blur out. Can you see that I'm just blurring out that section? And you can see the preview there giving you the example of the noise. So if I don't select mask, you can see it doesn't know to just blur out this little section here. So I'm going to say mask. All right, so mask is done now, and let's have a preview of what this looks like. So remember, this is where I wrote the surname. Can you see that it's masking that out? But you can still see it a little bit, so it's not aggressive enough. That type of noise is not aggressive enough. Now I'm going to show it to you a little bit bigger, And you can see how the noise is added there, but can you still see there's an N and there's a K? And that's why I'm saying maybe use the Gaussian option, because look here, if I go back to the add noise option, and can you see if I click on the more aggressive, can you see now that's totally intelligible. So that's if you want to go aggressive, but it does make it quite an eyesore. So you can play around with this. Now, some tips I'll give you: if you're moving this test, maybe you were holding the test and you shifted it, well, then you know what's going to happen is you're going to be blurring still this section, even though you shifted the test. Okay, so here I have the test. I've blurred this out, but now I'm busy showing people this on the video, and then I shifted it by mistake, and then I shifted it there. And can you see how the noise still stays there? So you'll have to do this each time. Unfortunately, you'll have to add the noise there. So just be aware, if you are going to be hiding things in your videos, try not to move the item around, otherwise it becomes quite challenging. All right, so thanks for watching. Cheers.